We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We got time, and I think because you and I are, I think seeing this thing through the same lens, we can do the. I'll show you better. I can show you better than I can tell you. You know what I mean? In most cases, it's a lot easier to convince someone of something when they see it in practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
100%. I mean, once I want to get KJ, whoever, I don't know much about KJ, but hopefully if we can get KJ on, he's just going to be like another me, but he's going to also want to be on air, he's going to want to be on the show, like with his camera on as well occasionally, you know?
Sure.
I guess.
I like big round conversations. Like I'm quite capable. I can talk 6 hours on my own. Sometimes it's very, most of the time it's very coherent. Sometimes I get a little bit just off in my own weeds. But I have much better conversations when it's big and round and there's people involved. I just do. You know what I mean? Because it's, you're pulling off sources. You're playing off somebody says something. Oh, that's a thought that I didn't have. It's just, it's a lot snappier.
I'm not going to lie. I am dying to see you and CJ on the podcast together. I just think that
it's a clown session
entertaining
from
to watch.
It's a clown session from beginning to end. That's my brother. You know what I mean? Him and Alfred are the reason I got on the radio at all. Like straight up and down. Nice. Yeah.
We've been trying to get Alfred on, but I don't know what's going on there. That's above my pay grade. So.
Right. I would wonder what that is. If that's an Al thing or if that's an Al contract.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean we want to. My dad, he's reached out to him.
Al's gruffy.
To try to get him on.
Al's gruffy. You know what I mean? And he definitely like.
Well, I mean, I think with where he works too, there's
KOA because he's at KOA.
Yeah, KOA. Yeah. Yep. There's
so
there
many
too.
like. They'll put constraints on like you can only show up here and see that again. That's that legacy.
Yeah, because they almost know that what we're doing is better. You know, like they
for sure
know that it's So.
It is what it is, young man.
All right, good stuff. Well, I can get to work on these clips, and then I can always just text you.
Okay, bet.
That's what I do with Chad and CJ. Is I just try to put together some clips, and then I send you like a text message of like all of the clips, like together, back to back to back to back.
Bet.
And then once you log on, theoretically they'd just be there.
Okay.
So like that's where I wouldn't have to be there. That's where you could just go completely on your own. You know what I mean?
Well, let's. I'll still plan on. I'll hit you up. Noon your time tomorrow. Just check in and touch base, and then we'll do tomorrow at 7.
Sounds good. All right, looking forward to it.
Man, good work. Good work. This was a good session. I appreciate it.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. See you, man.
All right, cuz. Log out. sir. Yes, sir. Oh shit! It's actually live right now. Okay.
Ohio date.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me give myself a place to start from. Shit.
And now it's time to play everybody's favorite game.
Good news. Good news.
We are talking about combination. Jesus Christ. We can't wrong. Dance up to wrong.
And now the daytime coverage.
Tell them up. Here we don't start. Motorcycle, here we don't lad. Izuki, zeng, zeng, rabbit. Izuki, zeng, zeng, flash it. Izuki, zeng, zeng. Tell them up. Izuki, zeng, zeng. Come me say pass me the paper, pass me the pen. Cause this a DJ, have enough girlfriend. Me wife and me sweetheart, me want them for friend. But tell your yellow man, him want both of them. But this is something I come to tell them again. Hey, Izuki, zeng, zeng, rabbit. Izuki, zeng, zeng, flash it. Izuki, zeng, zeng, hear it. Izuki, zeng, zeng, kushong peng. Revive sound like FM, kushong peng. Hey, revive sound like FM, Mr. AM, revive.
And now.
Oh hey. Got my trusty dog with me. What is this, you ask? Good news travels fast, that's what, bitch.
You should be careful what you ask for. Cash flow, everyone around me.
Fame for the money, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Bashful.
Soon as the check cash though,
Hi.
get to acting I green at the root of all evil. Please, love of having things that drives most. Say a grace.
Thanks for daily bread on your plate, but without butter, that's just some dry toast. Hunger's a mother cousin it.
I gotta get my mentality straight.
What's going on?
That'll be day one of a new
Good day.
sideways.
Maybe good morning wherever you are. Good afternoon, possibly good evening, good night. Either way, it's good news. Travel fast. Fast is growing. What's happening and going on the interwebs? Goody. Shallow and slow, friendo. My name, Oren Lomena. My aim, to take over the sports streaming landscape, one stream at a time. One stream at one vainglorious stream at a time. My entire planning session, though, was with X. He prefers X. I like it, anonymous. Was available for all to see because I'm just working out my style, and now I've switched it over to YouTube. I'm a beast. Hey, I just wanted to have a conversation. After watching last night's Tuesday, tip-off Tuesday in the NBA, anticlimactic as it was, there was a storyline that made it to my attention, to everybody's attention. It's like when Jerome Bettis and the Pittsburgh Steelers played in whatever Super Bowl that was that was in Detroit, and they're like, did you know that Jerome Bettis is from Detroit? And that storyline just went over and over and over and over and over and over. They beat it half to death. You know, as a storyline, a fun fact I would love to see someone go in depth on, how former President Barack Hussein Obama and George Bush are 10th cousins removed. But we're not here to talk about that. I'm just saying storylines that get beat the hell out of. Well, one was, oh yeah, there we are right there. Over and over and over. Oh shit, you can hear me actually. You know, as a storyline, a fun fact. I'm listening to myself in replay. That's crazy.
Hey, come see us on tour. We're gonna be in.
No, Jimmy Dore. 10th. I need to get off that page. Jesus. Last night's showdown between the Los Angeles Lakers, Minnesota Timberwolves, was anticlimactic to say the least. Last night's tip-off Tuesday, all the games, to be honest with you, lackluster to say the least. Lacklustrious. They weren't exciting. 2 blowouts. Bell rings, dog goes crazy. 2 blowouts. The Knicks, terrible. I thought that adding Karl Anthony Towns to their mix would spice that thing up a bit. Nah, didn't do it. Wasn't to be seen, had, or did. They stink. And Boston, the defending champs, you know, it was good for people in Beantown. That's how you want your banner hanging ceremony night, opening night to go. Blowout, whatever. 2 blowouts, though, to open up the season. Meh. In the second game, the Minnesota Timberwolves, who Tim Connolly, their general manager, traded away Karl Anthony Towns to the Knicks, who got blown out, in exchange for, I still don't get it. Why you would want, why you thought, how you thought that trade was equitable for your franchise. And I like Tim Connolly. But let's go to the box score. Let's see that in an instant replay. Excuse me. Jesus. Sorry, chat. I was reading something. Julius Randle played 34 minutes. Went 5 or 10 from the field. 1 for 3 from 3. 16 points. I don't know. That's probably as good as it'll get. That's probably the best that it'll get. So I don't understand the trade. Cat, frustrating to watch a guy that big not assert himself on the low block. Very frustrating. Thinks that he's, he dubs himself the best shooting big man in the game. I'm quite sure that his opening night performance would have been better. Anthony Edwards also went 10 for 25 for 27 points. That's not good production either. That's going to be a hard sell in Minnesota that worked out, that was in the right direction. Anyway, let me get to the storyline of storylines. Paul Feinbaum, no, let me see. Where is Twitter? get that. I want to talk Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. The legacy for GOAT. The most overblown, I think, debate in sports, because I just don't even think that there's a debate to be had. JJ Redick,
Great communication.
in his debut, though,
Great multiple effort. Great communication. Great attention to detail in the game plan. All right? Our physicality is excellent, too. When we play with pace, we can get whatever we want. All right? We are getting great shots. They will go in.
young Pat
They will
Riley.
go in.
You see, we all see
Don't
it.
settle.
Uh-oh.
Go hard on the dudes. Everybody's trying to play the right way. Salute. Be aggressive.
Salute.
Great multiple effort. Great communication.
That's why they hated Darvin Ham. Salute. Everybody's playing the right way. Salute. You can't be too cool, brother.
Don't settle. Go hard on them dudes. Everybody's trying to play the right way. Salute. Be aggressive.
Yikes. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking? That nigga said salute.
We took a shot.
In all reality,
The first thing, why you go troubling these gangsters for?
I don't know if that, I mean, that's not going to keep your job. That's probably why Bron and them weren't too happy with that guy. This is the conversation I want to have, though.
Calm down. Nobody in America, this might be fun for LeBron. Nobody in America cares that. Calm down. Nobody in America, this might be fun for LeBron. Nobody in America cares that Bronny James played 3 minutes and grabbed 1 rebound. And they at 11 o'clock at night in the opener, and this is supposed to be a moment that America is going to resonate with. I mean, come on. I'm being serious now. And I love the kid, all right? We know we had the major issue at USC. And LeBron's great. He's an all-timer. He's always been a phenomenal player. He stays out of trouble. Who doesn't like LeBron? I mean, he's not Jordan, but who doesn't love LeBron? Everybody loves LeBron. But to make a big deal because JJ, and I love Redick. I'm rooting for him hard here. Yeah, but the idea that he put him in for 3 minutes, he grabbed the rebound, a couple of shots, and this is the greatest moment in professional sports.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
you gotta be serious.
They made history.
Well,
It's
Ken Griffey
LeBron
Jr.
James.
Ken Griffey
Yeah,
Jr.
but in
and
the
Ken Griffey
NBA,
made history.
he's one of the greatest players of all time. The ultimate dream realized, playing alongside his son in the iconic purple and gold.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If LeBron James is not the second greatest player in the history of basketball, would this be a story?
No.
It would be a story, but not nearly as
Well,
big.
this is a story
LeBron.
because we're making LeBron. You know, you could make the argument that the Lakers got Bronny to begin with, to, as Wendy just said, to energize LeBron. So that puts a qualification on. Well, hold on now. He's only on the team because LeBron's 40. He's their star. So as a result, that's a second-round pick. 3 minutes. Let's throw him out there. Sorry, folks.
Guys.
I ain't buying it. You
Stephen
guys
A.,
go crazy. Call me
nothing's
an
more
ogre.
important than
Call me
I think
anything
Mad
you want.
Dog,
I can't get into it. Go
not
ahead.
only
Stephen
is
A.
he right, you know, at first, and I commented on this post, and at first I was like, you know, last night I thought it was cool. In hindsight, I'm an idiot 5 tequilas in. LeBron James, you know, the whole GOAT conversation, I think he was 6 field goals away. I mean, he was 6 misses away from tying Kobe Bryant for the most misses in the history, which I think is just as a distinction, as a stat, is hilarious. Hold on. LeBron, Kobe, missed shot record. He might have eclipsed him last night. What did he shoot from the field? Bron. 7 of 16. So yeah, he tied and then passed Kobe Bryant for the most misses. LeBron James breaks Kobe Bryant's record for most missed shots in NBA history. LeBron James has surpassed Kobe Bryant's record for most missed shots in NBA history with a total of 14,482 missed field goals as of October 23rd, 2024. This milestone was achieved during the Los Angeles Lakers season opener against the Minnesota Timberwolves, where James missed his sixth shot of the game in the third quarter. Comparison to Kobe Bryant's record, Kobe Bryant held the record for 14,481 missed shots, primarily due to his high volume and high usage style of play. LeBron James, on the other hand, has accumulated this number through his unmatched career longevity, having played in 22 seasons, and taken a staggering 14,882 shots. This record is a testament to James' incredible durability and ability to dominate the game for an extended period. You know what? The thing about the GOAT conversation between LeBron and MJ, and what's crazy is that Kobe is never, it's like he's almost an also-ran in the conversation. If you're tiering the three players, by the way, in order of championships won, 6-5-4. MJ, Kobe, Bron. Championships won with one organization, not having to jump around and grab one over here, grab one over there. MJ 6, Kobe 5, Bron 4. There's not a lot of, personally, I don't even think there's a lot of a case to be made for LeBron James being the greatest player of all time. Hands down, going away, unless you're a kid who don't know shit. And that's fine, because you didn't see shit to know it. Or you're just terrible at math, and all that matters to you is this 22 seasons, a lot can get done in 22 seasons that looks impressive. But when you really weigh it out, is it really all that impressive? I'll prove it. I didn't put this together. Somebody put this together. But I think that it's a great building block to have this conversation as to the GOAT status. But there is one place where I do believe LeBron has outdone MJ. And you know what? More power to him. No. Hold on. Maybe it's on Twitter that I had it. Somebody put together this amazing. She's a gangster. Hold on. Watch this shit. GOAT status? You talking about GOAT status? Let me start this over. That is some Jason Bourne level GOAT status. Falling down? I don't think it was. She must have been being chased by the cops, right? The reaction of the lady breaking. And the music is, I mean, classic. Everything about this is a disaster. But the performance, one more time. I mean, how? Who is she on the run from? Is she just quitting on life? Is that just like... I just can't imagine what could have been happening leading up to this young lady doing this. Good on you. Gangster. She's a gangster. Good on her. Jesus. Okay, let me see if I can find this comparison about between these two. Okay, no. We'll get back to here it is. This right here is
in order to score 40,000, which is harder to
this right
achieve.
here
10
is
scoring titles.
a brilliant breakdown of the difference between the legacy of longevity versus greatness. Not that longevity isn't greatness, but over the course of time, I think we can all agree it's not hard to amass numbers if you just stick around long enough. I believe it was Oil Can Boyd. He's got like a 30-year pitching career, and so he held a bunch of stats. But it's like, yeah, in 30 years, you would assume that that's going to happen.
Which is harder to achieve, 10 scoring titles or 40,000 total points. In order to score 40,000 points, you need to average 24 points per game or 2,000 points per season for 20 seasons. Only 6 players have ever played 20 seasons or more in the NBA, let alone score 24 points per game in each of them. The average points per game for NBA scoring titles since 1980 or since the three-point line was introduced is an average of 31.16 points per game. So to win 10 scoring titles, you need to average 31 points per game for at least 10 seasons in your career. With these parameters, only 2 players since the three-point era got close, Michael Jordan and Allen Iverson. AI only has 3 seasons with over 31 points per game. LeBron only has 1 scoring title when he averaged 30 points per game in 2008. From a pure probability perspective, both feats are equally as rare as only 1 player achieved each feat. Now, if we widen the parameters to allow players who got close, more players did get close to 40,000 points than they did to 10 scoring titles. Kareem is 5% behind the 40K feat, Karl Malone is 9% behind, Kobe is 17% behind, and Jordan himself is 20% behind. On the flip side, Wilt is in second place with 7 scoring titles, which is 30% away from Jordan's 10. Kevin Durant and George Gervin each have 4, which is 60% away. LeBron only has 1, which is 90% away from Jordan's 10. From a purely mathematical perspective, it is more likely you get closer to 40,000 points than you do 10 scoring titles. Which is harder to achieve.
All you got to do is stick around. Now, that's not all you have to do. You obviously have to stick around, be a starter, be a guy who is not just a starter. You're not Udonis Haslem. They're feeding you the ball. You have the ball in your hands a lot. You're expected to score. Packages are drawn up for you. Plays are ran for you. You are the centerpiece of an offense. So it's not just anybody that can do it. I don't want to get that twisted. But that's some perspective-altering shit. That'll switch some things up on you. Like that, when you think about it in that context, 10 scoring titles, the length of career too. What did Jordan play? I don't want a new tab. Let's just go with this one. How many years did Michael Jordan play? I don't know off top, but that's why we have Google. 15 seasons. So 7 seasons short of LeBron's 22. And I would imagine when all is said and done, LeBron will play 23 seasons. Why do you think LeBron would play 23 seasons? Guesses. Anybody? Can anybody guess why I think LeBron would play 23 seasons? There's something about, and I don't know, because it seems like the two guys at first didn't have a good relationship. And then, hold on one second. Posters. And then I saw that 75 greatest players, and it seemed like they were yucking it up, which is like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I can get behind that. You know what I mean? That there's actually a relationship there. Let me see. Jordan and LeBron talking NBA's top 75. This is a video right here. You know, MJ is, I would imagine, is about as surly as they come. Approached the game after his time, much like he did during his time, not making a lot of friends. I mean, we all saw how him and Scottie actually played out in real life. No new friends. Him and Charles have had their ups and downs. I think a lot of people might say, oh, MJ is jealous of the position that LeBron has been given. I know that there's a moment during this where him and there it is. Okay. I don't think the two ever great friends, obviously not. Two different eras. If I'm Michael Jordan, have I had probably certain issues with LeBron? You know, sort of not really. I don't know if LeBron's read the room. You know what I mean? I don't think he's always read the room where MJ was concerned. I mean, from the chalk celebration, MJ, chalk celebration. Chalk toss, I see. LeBron took it up a notch, right? So MJ was a that. LeBron, you know, was a this. What? Why? You know, MJ, you know, had his thing that he would do, and then LeBron was like, oh, we do chalk celebrations, I do it like this. Right? There was obviously, I think, the biggest slight. If you play baseball and you put on the number 42, you're an asshole. You know why? Because Jackie Robinson, that's why. Was MJ, could you retire the number 23 from the NBA? Obviously not. That being said, like, the fact that he wore it, and I don't think that he had that. Because look at Kobe. Kobe went 24-8. You know what I mean? I'll go one higher. Kobe was that guy. I'll go one higher. I'm not gonna step on your legacy. I'm gonna create my own. And Kobe was
the second time.
murder.
3-point shootout in All-Star Weekend. It's a big one there. Kobe Bryant. Oh, what a tough shot. Perkins, good help defense there. Bryant again.
Kobe didn't have a problem in saying, no, I don't want to be in anybody's shadow. Not Shaq's, not MJ's. A healthy respect between him and MJ, obviously. Patterned a lot of his game off of MJ. Yes, the tongue out. Yes, the walk.
And interestingly,
but I think it was always in a very respectful manner. And there are, I don't know, 6 years between, 7 years between the beginning of Kobe's career and LeBron's career. So you couldn't even say generationally, like all LeBron looked up to Kobe too.
Late recovery.
How many years separated?
And Dwayne Wade is saying that's a bad man, Mom.
How many years? Let's see. What year? Mm, 96. Kobe into the NBA in 96. LeBron, I want to say 2003. Yeah. Okay. So 7 years between the two. So that makes, generationally, they obviously are not the same generation. So obviously, LeBron 7 years straight out of high school. LeBron 7 years would have been watching Kobe. So they weren't the same generation, although I think you could almost lump them together. You could almost, they're like generationally adjacent, obviously. The fact that Kobe gets left out of the GOAT conversation, and let me make sure that I'm not tripping. How many championships did Kobe win? I know it's 5, but I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. 5, yeah. 2 with Shaq, 3 on his own. You know, the fact that he gets left out of the conversation is, to me, it's a slap in the face. It's insulting. Because LeBron has amassed the numbers that would substantiate putting him as the GOAT. But he doesn't have the chips that the other two have. And I don't even think he was the player that the other two were, although he was a dynamic championship caliber player. The resumes don't match up. LeBron had to run to Miami to get his first championships, made it back to Cleveland to get his others, and then won in Los Angeles. There won't be any more chips had. It's over. Unless he comes and plays for the Nuggets, it's a wrap. Or he goes and plays in Boston to get one more. It's a wrap. There won't be any. He's not getting any chips in LA, and I guarantee you that. I guarantee it. 22 years in, and if you saw last night a couple of the highlights or lowlights as they were, this might be his last season. I don't know if we get season 23. Let me see if LeBron's there was a miss that he had. What is this? NBA likely to commence investigation into Philadelphia 76ers surrounding the player participation of all NBA center Joel Embiid. Sources told ESPN more to come on it. Whoa, what is that all about? What? It's just endless suffering. It always has been. I don't think anyone deserves the worst in life more than Philadelphia fan. You guys are you're surly for all the wrong reasons. Anyway, let's see if we can find LeBron highlights from this. One of his misses that added to that record was so bad. Let's see. LeBron. One of those misses was he's just I'm going to get to the part of my conversation that I think does matter the most, where he is concerned. The one-up that he has on, the one-up that he does have on Jordan. And we're seeing it. You saw it there. Please show that miss. Please. Did I comment on it? I think this might be it. LeBron is trash. Look, hey, like what is that? Yeah, trash. I think is he had a walk last night too. God damn, he had a travel in last night's game. He had a travel. And I'm like, how many steps do you allow one guy to take and just not give a damn? LeBron fans are so. I saw something coming.
You just learn to. You never get used to the pressure. You just learn to embrace it.
Isn't getting used to it learning to embrace it? Aren't those one and the same? Get used to it, embrace it. How do those differ? You don't get used to it. You don't get used to something, you embrace it. So I guess you embrace it. They seem one and the same.
Expectations aren't a burden. They're a privilege.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because it could be worse.
No one could expect anything.
No one could expect anything at all.
Ooh. Winning is in it for everyone. We're going to get to Bronny. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it because I do think in certain regard, there's only one place where the conversation
1, 2, 3, together. Bring it in, man. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3, together.
You just see, you know what I mean, the slick hair, you know, cocky attitude. Man, could be. What is this? LeBron deserves more credit for shit like this. 2006, 2007 Cavs. Okay, they didn't win a championship that year. What? Why do you deserve credit for not winning a championship? In both of these seasons, they didn't get rings. Why do you deserve more? Hold on. I have to respond to this. Why do... Let me just make sure, because, you know, don't jump out a window. If you don't have to jump out, don't jump out anyway. What years did... I know that there isn't a championship for the Cleveland one, but I want to make sure for the... Yeah, Carmelo doesn't have a ring. Let's see. The following years, 2012, 2013. Yeah, but he also won with Cleveland. Why don't you have that? Britannica. No one cares about Britannica. We'll ask the CIA about it. You do know that the CIA runs it. Or updates. You do. Anyway. I know that neither of those years returned to Cleveland. Heat, Kyrie Irving, yes. So that was 2014. And then, okay, so I'm confident. All right. Why do you deserve credit for carrying a team to no chip? Why would he? Why does he? Which is the case for both crafting a tweet. I don't know. Maybe you guys are all quick thinkers. Sometimes for me it takes. Like, why does he deserve it? I don't understand. Why does he deserve more credit? I don't get it. Maybe it's me. Like, neither of those teams won a championship, so who cares what the right? Am I tripping? All right. He had a travel in last night's game. Let's see if we go LeBron travel. He had a travel in last night's game that was just kind of like, what the fuck? Here it goes. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, what? Who? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, what? Is it just like, okay, on his farewell, we're just going to get completely ridiculous with the things we let him get away with? Because come on. That's not even basketball. Come on. Like, come on, ref. That's not even basketball. You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta do better. The refs have to do better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, come on, man. And it's been since I've said this since, and I'm a Carmelo Anthony fan. So I've always drawn I've drawn a parallel between the two. Carmelo is my guy, so I hate on LeBron, all the things. Nuggets fan, all the things. So I'll readily admit, to begin with, was a LeBron hater. I have grown to appreciate what he stands for. Not much of that is on the court, to be honest with you. And in certain regard, even his off the court, the things that I respect, his business acumen, his devotion to his family. I don't need everyone to be Muhammad Ali, but I think that he has known exactly when and when not to speak on social, political issues. Whatever. The GOAT conversation, though, the only thing that I see that fans of LeBron are just hands down, they're like, he's the GOAT, is because he has the numbers on his side. Scoring title, numbers, just, I think in general, it's the longevity that he's played all-time leading scorer, not even scoring title, all-time leading scorer. It's just the number of years that he's played that, of course, you're going to amass numbers. Of course, you're going to amass numbers. His record in the finals, what's LeBron's total overall record? Was he 4-5, 4-6? LeBron James finals record. He's definitely got more losses than wins, right? Yeah, he's 4-6. Kobe Bryant's finals record. Come on, man. How many did he win? Jesus, first loss. I think Kobe only lost 2 to the Pistons, so he's 5-2. 1 to the Pistons. Kobe finals record. Five and 2. MJ, we know, is 6-0. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all those points, all those, 10 trips to the finals. LeBron consecutive finals appearances. Five consecutive finals appearances between 2015 and 2008. Continued to appear in the finals. Cavaliers 2016, 2017, 2018. Lakers. He joined the Lakers in 2018. Listen, man, I'm not here to shit on the man's basketball career per se. I'm just trying to say, as the GOAT, I just don't think it holds water. That people hand it to him because this is the guy that you're watching now. And you didn't get to see enough. And I think really disrespectfully to Kobe, as much as, because a lot of the people who I know that say LeBron is the GOAT saw Kobe play. So he doesn't even have a better finals record than Kobe. But what he has is he's scored the most points. He's played the longest, 22 years. And all 22 years, he has been a factor. Arguably, let's see, which years would he have been the best player in the league, hands down? Well, his MVP seasons, you're going to give that to him anyway. LeBron, MVP years, MVP seasons. So he's won one MVP? Okay. Okay. So he's got one MVP. How many MVPs does Kobe have? Kobe MVPs. Kobe's got one. Jordan MVP. Five times. 5 league MVPs. I mean, if we just keep going down and counting up numbers, the ones that matter the most, finals, MVP. LeBron has one, 2, 3, 4. LeBron's got 4. Kobe's got 2. Kobe's got 2. Jordan's got 3. Jordan's got 6. So he's got 2 more finals MVPs than Kobe. Okay. 2 of those years, Kobe played with Shaq. There's Shaq's. 3 of those years. So, you know, that's no slight against Kobe. Maybe people will say, oh, Kobe, because, you know, 3 of his chips came playing alongside Shaq, then he can't be in the conversation of greatest player because I don't buy that. I don't buy that because these 2 years, his first 2 championships came as a result of playing with 2 of the greatest. 2, not 1, 2. So where does that fit? And then, quite honestly, this one played next to Kyrie. I know people like to shit on this Cavaliers squad, the 2016 roster. 2016 Cleveland Cavs roster. I mean, he did it. I ain't gonna lie. He did a lot with a little. Although Kevin Love, Kyrie, LeBron, yeah, he did a lot with a little. I ain't gonna lie. He did a lot with a little. Arjeff, you know. Mozgov. Okay. He did a lot with a little. I ain't gonna hold you there. That Cleveland team, that Cavs team, he did a lot. I don't even count the bubble championship. I don't even count it. I'll be honest with you. I just don't. I don't count it. You can count it. I won't count it. But he also had to team up with the best big man in the game to get that one. Right? And everything since then has been a downhill sort of congratulations run. I am only here to speak the truth. That's it. I'm only here to speak the truth. I'm not here to shit on your God.
Way to go, Nito gang.
I'm just here to speak the truth. And the truth of the matter is that if all you can tell me in the GOAT conversation is that LeBron played longer, so he amassed more points over the course of 22 years. How many seasons did Kareem Abdul-Jabbar play? $20 seasons. I'm not taking away from whoever the scoring all-time leading scorer is, but you see how many years you got to put in to get that number? A lot easier when you're going to stay healthy enough, and that speaks to longevity. Having said all that, I'll tell you the one place where the one and only flex that LeBron has on MJ. I don't like taking Kobe out of the conversation, but for the purpose of this exercise, let's remove Kobe from the conversation. And if the GOAT conversation is between MJ and LeBron, LeBron doesn't have more chips than MJ. He has the all-time leading scoring title. Personally, I just think that if you just watch that video, the likelihood of you scoring that many points over the course of 22 seasons is a lot more than you having 10 scoring titles in your 15-year career. Sorry. So I'll give that one a push. Let's say push. Scoring titles versus all-time leading scorer, 10 versus 22 years worth of scoring. Let's call that a push. So you're not winning the chips. How many Defensive Player of the Year? How many NBA All-Defense? Jesus. Nominations for Jordan. That was just a terribly worded question. Okay, you know what? We'll just do a side-by-side. Michael Jordan. Bam. LeBron James. Bam. All right. So let's look at it. I mean, both have had illustrious careers. Make no mistake. You cannot take away from anything. I would never deign to take away from anything that LeBron has accomplished. So, NBA champion, 4 versus 6, advantage Jordan. NBA Finals MVP, 4 versus 6, advantage Jordan. NBA Most Valuable Player, 4 versus 5, advantage Jordan. NBA All-Stars, 14 All-Stars compared to 20 for LeBron. Now, when I say, oh, it's a push, people will say, oh, you're hating. No. That's not hate. That's more so saying the dude played 22 years and has been, I think, making it to the All-Star game is more a lifetime achievement, not a lifetime achievement award. It's once you start making them, unless you completely fall off, you're going to keep making All-Stars. You see what I'm saying? It's like, especially when you're a fan favorite. It's not to me, it's not an indication of, okay, no, fuck it. Advantage LeBron. That's stupid for me to do that. All-Star MVPs, 3, so that's a push. NBA first teams, 13 for LeBron, 10 for Jordan. Advantage LeBron. It is what it is. NBA All-Second Team. 3 for LeBron. 1 for Jordan. NBA Defensive Player of the Year. 1 for Jordan, none for LeBron. Advantage Jordan. First team all defense. 5 for LeBron. 9 for Jordan. Advantage Jordan. What else do we have? Rookie of the Year, Jordan. Pretty sure Bron's got a Rookie of the Year, right? They both got Rookie of the Year. All rookie team, Jordan. All rookie team, they both have that. 10-time scoring champion, obviously Jordan. 3-time steals leader, Jordan. Do you see where this is going? It's starting to outweigh fast. I hope LeBron fans can see this. It's starting to get away from you really fast. All-time steals leader, steals leader. 3 times for Jordan, never for LeBron. In 22 years. Slam dunk contest, 2 for Jordan. LeBron thought it was beneath him. Number retired. Come on, man. The Miami Heat retired the number 23. Well, how dope is that? Did they do that just because LeBron was coming to? That's kind of crazy. AP Athlete of the Year, NCAA champ. Like, I just don't think the conversation is being had by people who can actually put this thing into context, because all they've seen is this man play. And that's most of the people who I've seen. I mean, the argument's being had between generations, but most of the people you see online are the people who watch LeBron play. I just don't even think it's a fair competition. When it's talking about basketball, hands down, there is nothing that you can say outside of the NBA all-time leading scoring title that you could give to LeBron. And again, kudos to you for getting it, but never once or only once in that 22-year career did he lead the NBA during the season in scoring. Did he ever win the season scoring championship? MJ did it 10 times. So imagine if Jordan would have played 22 years. Make sense? Is it starting to register a little bit? There's something to be said for longevity, but I don't think that it should get away from us what is actually happening just because the numbers are amassed over the course of time. But I will tell you where hands down, LeBron has got MJ beat. And it is nepotism. What he's done with Bronny for a multitude of reasons is the only place where I give LeBron the nod.
Countless times. You have accomplished many milestones. You have made history countless times. Why is this feat so special?
It's family. It's always been family over everything. And, for me, I lost a lot of time because of this league and committing to this league, being on the road at times, missing a lot of his things, Bryce's things, Zuri's things. So to be able to have this moment where I'm working still and I can work alongside my son, it's one of the greatest gifts I've ever got from the man above, and I'm going to take full advantage of it.
You have...
As well you should. I'm just going to let that play out. There's no question that LeBron has proven himself to be the consummate professional when it comes to conducting his business off the court. And quite honestly, this young man is his career is going to be what it's going to be. Although I don't think it's going to be very good. It's going to be what it's going to be. But the only reason he's got a sniff, the only reason he got on the floor last night, in fact, was because his dad is LeBron James. This isn't Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. This isn't Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonds. You know, there are a lot of NBA players, by the way. Kenyon Martin's son is in the NBA, getting minutes. There are a lot of former NBA players with sons in the game. Doc Rivers' son played in, you know what I mean? Like, it's not an unheard of thing, obviously, for an NBA player's son to make it to the league. It's more so, they got to get on the floor at the same time. That speaks to LeBron's longevity, and that speaks to his ability to pull strings and get his son into the league. Because what the fuck? And the one place, the one up that LeBron has on MJ is that he got his subpar, when it comes to basketball skill, he got his subpar son into the game, where Jordan either didn't care to, didn't try to. Look at this. There was an article that I found. Can I make this bigger? There's an article that I found. And it said, the story of Michael Jordan's sons and how good they actually were at basketball. Michael Jordan had 2 sons, and both of them tried their luck at basketball, but could never replicate the success their famous father had. And then if you see this quote down here, this was from a quote that Marcus had during the Today Show. The games got so competitive one time to the point, literally, I had to call my mom and tell her, Dad's picking on me. Marcus said, I was a freshman in high school. There was nothing given. You had to earn everything. Because the years, let me see, Marcus Jordan. What's the other son's name? I don't even know the other kid's name. I'm keeping it a full bean. Michael Jordan, cultural icon. Like, it's not shoes. It's not money earned. Like, the only area that LeBron has bested MJ is in his ability to get, because by all accounts, I don't think there's nothing that says MJ's a bad dad. He just wasn't fitting to have, hold on, let me get to how many. Jesus. Wow. Michael Jordan has lived an incredible life. Married to Juanita. Okay. Jeffrey, Marcus. Okay, it was Jeffrey Jordan. Jeffrey, Marcus, and Jasmine. Jeffrey Michael. Oh, wow. They just took it and flipped it. American former basketball player, played at University of Illinois, University of Central Florida. Oldest child of Hall of Fame basketball player Michael Jordan. Jeffrey is a co-founder of Air Jordan, philanthropic foundation that he runs with his younger brother Marcus. Jeffrey, come upstairs. Jeffrey, don't do that. Jeffrey, don't touch that. Jeffrey. I would play that, but it's Bill Cosby and he's a R-worder. Played 2007 to 2010, and then from UCF from 2010 to 2012. Let's look at Marcus. Marcus, the younger of the two, played at UCF 2009 to 2012. What were the years that Michael Jordan was the GM? Okay, Charlotte Hornets, Bobcats. 2006. Bought a minority stake in in the Bobcats at the time, now the Hornets. Becoming team's second largest shareholder behind Robert Johnson. Decade earlier, made a bid to become part owner of Charlotte's original NBA team. Okay. February 2010, reported that Jordan was seeking majority ownership of the Bobcats. February wore on. Became apparent that Jordan and former Houston Rocket president contenders ownership, MJ Holdings by the team, NBA approval. March 17, NBA Board of Governors unanimously approved Jordan's purchase, making him the first former player to become majority owner of an NBA team. Blah, blah, blah. So all of that happened while his sons both. Let's go back to his personal life. Yeah, 2007 to 2012. (2009 to 2012). So both of his kids weren't very good at basketball. Weren't good enough, I'd say. Let's say weren't good enough at basketball. Received scholarship to Valpo, Loyola University. Actively recruited as a preferred walk-on by Davidson. Could have went to Davidson like Steph, Penn State, Northwestern. Decided to play as a walk-on at University of Illinois. Enrolled January. What was his team averages? Like, what were your averages? Do we have any stats? Let's look it up. Okay. Career stats. Very on par. Very Bronny James-like. 1.6 points per game. Bronny was at 2.5. 0.8 rebounds. 1.2 assists. Very, very Bronny-esque. Very Bronny-esque. That was Jeffries. That's the older. The younger, Marcus. Shooting guard. Let's check his stats. Marcus was a baller. 12.3 points a game. 2.9 rebounds. 2.7 assists. I mean, you feel me? Whereas Bronny, which, again, he's a kid. I want to make sure that these critiques are only about basketball playing acumen. This has nothing to do with personal life. That's not why I'm here. I'm not here to take pot shots at a young man who is worth 100 times what I'm worth by virtue of his father and his own earnings. I ain't even gonna hold you. But as a critique, as a basketball player, he's just not that guy. And that's okay. Where is politics? Politics. Okay. Public image. Bronny. Let's see what Bronny's career stats are. No. That's an NBA. He's not going to have much going there. We just need the college ones. Wow. That is scarce. Not really much to speak of. Hash marks. 2.5. I saw 2.5 somewhere that he averaged 2.5. It's fine. So both men have, interestingly enough, it's almost like LeBron has patterned his life after, either knowingly or unknowingly or unwittingly, patterned his life after MJ. Both have 3 kids, 2 boys, 1 girl, both. Bryce is probably a player. We'll see. He looks to be, because of his size, he looks to be a player. So both have 3 kids, 2 boys, 1 girl. Both of their sons hooped. And we could say that at least in the case of the eldest sons, both of them weren't very good. They weren't very much like their fathers. The difference is that LeBron got Bronny into the league. He got his son into the association. MJ wasn't having none of that. And he owned a team during his son's playing career. You couldn't get the little nigga, assistant coach, practice squad, practice player, assistant coach job. He wasn't having it. And you look at that quote, and knowing what we know about MJ, it's just one of those things where he's like, I ain't got time for no, he's trying to beat the hell out of his sons in their pickup games at the crib. So he wasn't about to be like, yeah, go on ahead and pick up Marcus. Do me a solid. Pick Marcus up and just, throw him at the end of your bench. Not even for Marcus. And Marcus had numbers. So I will give a round of applause to LeBron James in that area. In that part of the conversation, I won't say he's a better dad. That's not what I'm saying either. I don't want this to get confused. The one-up that LeBron has on MJ in the GOAT conversation is that he was able to get his subpar basketball playing son into the game where it doesn't seem where MJ was even interested. So good for you, right? Good on you. One more round of applause for LeBron James. And I'm sorry, James, LeBron fan. That's the list. There you have it. Take it or leave it. It really doesn't matter what you do. Oh, yeah, and all-time missed shots as well. That's the list. This is
I have to go with Vince Carter.
Vince Carter or Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade or Allen Iverson?
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson or Jason Tatum?
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson or Devin Booker?
Allen
Iverson. Go back to me.
I have to go with Vince Carter.
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter or Tracy McGrady? Yeah, I'm taking Vince. Longer career.
Dwayne Wade.
D-Wade, for sure.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade or Allen Iverson?
AI, for sure.
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson or Jason Tatum?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'll take Bubba Chuck, too, though.
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson or Devin Booker?
Oh, easy.
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson or Kyrie Irving?
That's a hard one. Kyrie's climbing the ladder. Kyrie's climbing the ladder for me. Like a quarterback in the pocket that knows how to stay in the pocket. Kyrie is climbing the ladder. I like it. I just like what he's doing. I like the off court. He's got a chip. The handles are on par, if not better, dare I say. The finish. The only thing that Kyrie don't do that, I think people forget how much of a problem Bubba Chuck was. Bubba Chuck was a problem. With the Sixers. Let's just go Sixers. Poor Philadelphia. I don't really mean that. I think you deserve everything that you get because you're just shit people. Not all of y'all, but terrible fan base. There we go. Top 10 career plays. Bubba Chuck. Let's see what it do. Come here. This is a guy who may have been 6 foot tall. Baseline with one hand. Come off the curl. That's against Kobe. Come here. Oh, that's Isaiah Ryder. Sorry. Come here. Hop into the lane. Gimme. Oh, this is with the Nuggets. That's the Jordan flip. Oh, is he not looking? In the sky blues, in the baby blues. Come on, man. Come on, man.
And Allen Iverson and Larry Hughes hooking up as the Flight Brothers, taking off one more time.
That's just stupid.
11 rebounds, block, 3 points.
Put you on skates. What is Lloyd Daniels like? Who is he like? Who is he looking for help from? Golly. Come here. Come here. Then Lloyd Daniels gets up. Hold on. Lloyd Daniels gets up and starts complaining to somebody. Who is he talking to?
11 rebounds, block, 3 points.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the call? What is Lloyd Daniels like? Hold on, man. Like, hey, yeah. Hey, man, what the hell, bro? Look at Lloyd Daniels. Watch.
11 rebounds, block, 3 points.
Come here. Yeah. Yeah. Then he gets up like, what the hell, bro? Yeah, give me some help. Golly. Skate. Skate. Come on, man. That's a 6-foot guard climbing the ladder in the lane off a missed free throw. Deadlift shrimp. Was that on deadlift? Yes, that was. Oh, this one. In infamy. Tyronn Lue. What the hell is wrong with you, brother? Come here. Ha ha. 7 straight. And the step over. Monster. Monster. Oh, come here. Yes, sir. To win it in OT. To win it, give me that. Eric Snow. Come here. Ah! Are you serious? Hold on. Yeah. It wasn't that he had he had rise for a guy his size, but it's look how he floats. It's like effortless. Marcus Camby. Have those. Those yes. Those are my boys on your back. I mean, I come in peace. And then, of course, this. Come here. MJ, huh? Huh? Uh-oh. Oh. Did he do that to a 6-time Defensive Player of the Year? Huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Skate. Ooh. No. 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 Now he carried the ball. Now let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 1,000. That is a carry. Oh, my God. But let him get away with it because it looks so good while he's doing it. Yeah! Little baby fro, baby Chuck. Monster. Absolute terror. Demon. Basketball demon. Let me see. Let's see Kyrie's best. Let's see. Let's go with Kyrie's best. Let's look at Kyrie's top 10. Let's see if they top 10. I mean, he's still playing, so the top 10 plays of his career. Oh, I'm telling you, Kyrie's handle is something different, though. Yay! Turn him all the way around. Tayshaun. Tayshaun Prince, come here. Your eyes. Yeah! Just to give himself space. I don't think I've seen a better handle, quite honestly. And, early on in his career, the knock that I would give myself to have on Kyrie was his jumper was not, you couldn't count on it. And, I don't fuck with players. I don't fuck with guys from Duke. But honestly, come on, man.
Remember a couple of years ago. Got Parker, Corey Joseph is in, Ginobili on the ball, and Leonard.
Pull up. Wow.
He got it at the buzzer. Wow. They'll
I think this is all going to be a Cavs fan might have put this together 2 years ago. Okay, so he had to get in deep. I want to see you go deeper. He's had a ton. He's had a ton.
Looking to make a deal to somebody else, namely Kyrie.
Okay, this is Boston Kyrie. When he was called a cancer. I mean, I've seen better plays. Come on. Okay, it's the time on the clock. Oh, maybe in replay, the fake that he gave everybody, including me. No. Ha. Come on, man.
Took Young out of the so much since his first come in the league. He had to. He had a pretty good
The handle is stupid. Come on, man. Yo. Oh, let's go back to it. Drop it off, and I get the assist. Okay. I'm not mad at it. He makes it look good. He makes it look good. Oh, come here.
And the fans here at the Schottenstein Center, very beyond the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. Shot clock is down to 3. Kyrie Irving doing it.
Oh, that spin was nasty. Yeah.
The escape artist and the teardrop.
So yeah, these are all gonna basically be Cleveland, Boston. Oh, God. Come here, Brandon.
It is nothing that you would rather do in an all-star game but to cross someone over, make them fall, and hit the jump shot.
What a move by Kyrie Irving.
Wow, the ball.
Look, I'm just sitting here speechless.
Look, that's just wrong. Here comes Irving. Drives on Thompson. Irving spins, puts up the shot.
In the finals. In the finals. God, that one burned. I remember that.
9 seconds left in the ball game.
And they'll say, oh, you know, LeBron did it by himself. No. Because that's one thing that, you know, we have all said about LeBron over the course of his career is he just doesn't take game winners, doesn't want that pressure, or would rather pass off on that pressure. I've seen better from Kyrie. I don't know if this deserved to be number 2. And here you have it.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. Fourth quarter for Cleveland, including this one. They came out of the timeout set to get Steph Curry on Kyrie Irving. They get exactly what they want. Everybody out of my way. It's time to dance. Get some one-on-one.
All right. I'm taking Kyrie. To be honest with you, I'm taking Kyrie.
Allen Iverson or Kobe?
Kobe. So if it was Kyrie and Kobe?
Kobe or Steph?
That's tough. My favorite player and my favorite player. That's tough. Kobe or Steph or Chef Curry with the shot? That's tough. That's tough. I'll say this. I had to grow into my love for Kobe. I hated him as a Nuggets fan, but I think everything that he represented in sport and then his life off the court is when I really, after his retirement, I really grew appreciation for Kobe. It was so sad the day that it got announced that he died. It was so sad. Like, I felt it viscerally. I actually had a dream last month with Kobe in it. Crazy. And he gave me a word of advice. It was crazy. It's the second dream that I've had with him in it too, where he's spoken directly to me. I feel strangely connected to Kobe Bryant for some reason. But it wasn't until after his playing days that I really grew an appreciation for who he was as a player. I finally had to put my fandom down, my fandom hate down, and just pick up my appreciation for a guy that was just a professional to the almost a cold-hearted assassin. And that's when I grew appreciation for Kobe. So I will say that I've always just loved everything about Chef's game, just from Davidson forward. Steph Curry was the reason why I felt okay, yes, spurning my Nuggets fandom while they had worked out their issues in that stupid front office that they got right. When they got Tim Connelly, they got it right finally. But there was a lot of years we put up with a lot of crap, and I didn't feel like I had to sit around and take it.
Why the f*** is you wearing all leather?
Leave
them crash outs alone while they're crashing. Just leave them alone.
I'm trying to crash out.
Why you go troubling these gangsters for?
Either way, I felt comfortable leaving the Nuggets. And you know where I went? The year that I left was the year that Andre Iguodala left, because he knew what I knew, which is this is horse shit, and they've got it going over there. My favorite player was over there. I will apologize to no one for it. I make no bones about it. I left to follow my favorite player in the league. He was my favorite player in the league at the time anyway. KD shortly thereafter. Those were my two guys. And, yeah, I'm a Golden State supporter now because I've reclaimed my Nuggets fandom. I believe that that's possible. There is a clause within the fan book that says one can reclaim fandom abandoned within a certain amount of time. And I did so because my favorite player in the game showed up and showed out, and that would be now Nikola Jokic. And I've been on him since Yusuf Nurkic was on the squad. So I'm just qualifying these things for all you nitpickers, the nitpickers and the naysayers, all you tyrants of fandom, all you fan tyrants.
Kobe.
I'm not mad at that. I'm taking Chef, though.
Kobe or Durant?
Ugh, Kobe or Durant. That would have been Chef or Durant for me. Oh, my God. Kobe or Durant, I'll take. Oh, God. It's the same place that I was with Steph and Kobe. Again, I have to be true to form. I wasn't on Kobe out the gate. So I would probably go with my favorite player, even though Kobe climbed the pot. He climbed the ladder. I'd have to go with Durant. So then if it were between KD and Steph, for me, golly. I think because of KD's sort of the way his act has played out down the stretch, although I appreciate the independence, I'm a pretty surly character myself, so I don't have a problem with his surliness. I just feel like at times it's just been a little too overblown. So as a total package, I'm taking Steph.
Kobe or LeBron?
Steph or LeBron? Steph.
Kobe or MJ?
Steph or MJ? MJ. Kobe or MJ? MJ. Kobe or KD? Kobe.
MJ.
That's I like that. I like that little game. Anyway, to wrap this whole deal up, I really do respect what LeBron has done as a man, how he has carried himself, how he has represented his family, how he's made a way for his son. He gets nothing but high praise from me, and I do mean that. There's something to be said for nepotism. I think young black kids deserve it just like anybody else. So, fuck it. But make no mistake, in the GOAT conversation, that is the only, I repeat, that is the only flex that he has on Michael Jordan. It's just what it is. That's going to do it. I'm done. I feel like good work was done here. And I'm going to love being on YouTube. I can tell already. I can tell it already. For my dog, Escobar.
You should be careful what you ask for. Cash flow, everyone around me.
For the future of sports talk, I'm coming, bitches. I am Oren Lomena. Good news travels fast. Fastest growing, what's happening? Stream going on the internet. Then, now, and forever. Good night.
Sideways, new pair of kicks instead of kick rock Fridays. CGI my ass, bitch, like the 40 cal thumper in the hand of a Bambi brand knucker. You can call him Flower if you want to. Eastwood under his hoodie, still dying to uncover like good.
And now it's time to play everybody's favorite game.